Nomadic Fanatic, he can't take the heat. And I noticed that there's something missing. That's right, we're blessed with the next installment of the Tater Tales. Here we go. Well, we start off with a weather report. That's right, heat advisory. Now, we all know our little weather gremlin. He is on top of all the latest weather stats, and yes, I mean record smashing heat everywhere he goes. There's a heat dome, I think he called it, referred to it as a heat dome, and it's just, it doesn't matter where he's at. It's the hottest it's ever been in recorded history. I don't know, but anyway, so we get that right off the bat, and this does, it kind of sets the pace. It sets the tone for the rest of the video. Now, Tater, he cuts to a little scene where he's sitting in the Gaudi bus, and he's, talking about, the hair, and he tries to keep it. But, in this small space, it's not easy to keep clean. It's not easy. And a lot of people say that. They think that, oh, well, I'm not in this big old house. I'm in this little van or this small RV. How hard could it be to keep this small place clean? But I hear lots and lots of the nomads say that it's harder. You have to clean more because it's a tiny space and you have a person and dogs and cats and whatever. You're cooking and you're getting dressed, and there's no room for it to go. And in a big space, it spreads out. But when you're in that little tiny shoebox, all the dirt's right there and it's very visible. So yeah, we all know that it's hard to keep that small living space clean, especially when you're a slob like Tater is. Come on, let's face it. He is a slob. And then we kind of go on to the sponsor of the video. And this is something that it makes me chuckle. I mean, it's this Groons nutritional whatever, little gummy things. And it's, I mean, could there be a worse spokesman for something nutritious? Could there be? I mean, the guy that orders off the kids' meal, the guy that has the palate of a toddler is sponsored by anything that has to do with nutrition. It's beyond me. So yeah, all these people that talk about these products, I don't believe a fucking word they say after this bullshit. Okay, keeping with the extreme heat theme, we're going to go to Tater at, I guess he's in some kind of, I don't know, truck stop or someplace, but he's parked and there's a space between him and a tractor trailer that is parked in a big space. And he's got his generator. It's sitting out there, and here it's like this. Now, I would think it would be funny if a truck just came wheeling in there to park and just ran his fucking generator over and smashed it to bits. Because, of course, it's Tater. If anybody parks next to him, oh, why do you have to park? I'm here, and they park behind me, and they have this whole place. Yeah, but now it's Tater, so, hey, I need to run my generator because it's too hot. And my mini splits with the biggest solar array on any bus known to man, and the biggest fucking everything, the battery bank, the inverter, and all that. It's the best system ever, but it still can't keep up with this record smashing heat. So I got to run my generator, and I'm going to put it right here in this big parking spot. So piss off, I guess. I just think it would be funny though if somebody just came wheeling in there and just crunch. Anyway, I shouldn't talk like that, should I? Oh well, I guess it's too late now. So as we keep hearing, and he keeps reiterating that the bus cannot be cool. It can't stay cool. And he is struggling. Behind the scenes, him and Diana, they're struggling. They're struggling hard. But hey, bus life is great. Bus life is just wonderful. But they're struggling. They're struggling. It doesn't matter if their house has a steering wheel. They're struggling behind the scenes, folks, guys. Well, if you kind of go along with the timeline here and how everything is, and forgetting that, when Sturgis was, and he's supposed to be back after the rally back on Route 66 or heading back to Route 66 after the rally. Forget all that. If you keep the timeline in mind of when, we saw some of the videos, his last videos on Route 66 was in the beginning of July, because the one was on July 4th or around there. So, beginning to mid-July. Well, if you think about it, it was hot everywhere. It wasn't just hot where Tater was. It was hot here. It was hot everywhere. And yeah, but he's having problems. It's following him, and it's all about the Tater. But what I wonder is, I wonder if it's easier to keep an RV cooler. Like, I don't know, like say maybe a Bigfoot. I wonder if that would be easier to keep cool. I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me, right? Well, we take a break from complaining about the heat for a little bit, just for a little bit, because we're going to visit the world's largest truck stop. Well, yeah, whatever. That was about as exciting as a fart in the wind. And how many of these? I spent the night at the Lord. Those videos are a dime a dozen. But anyway, so they walk through that, and Tater proceeds to talk shit about truckers, about how they're cutting him off and they're pulling over too early and truckers. So yeah, he's talking mad shit about truckers. Well, he's at the largest truck stop in America or the world or wherever. I don't know, or nor do I care. Sorry. Now, I did go to some trucker museum, which was really cool. I enjoyed that. I liked that place. That's a place I would actually like to walk through. Very cool stuff. They had some cool trucks and stuff in there. So I did enjoy the museum portion when he wasn't crying about the fucking heat. But yeah, after that, alas, we're back to it's hot. It's too hot. Claims that it's hotter where he is than anywhere else, even Vegas or Phoenix. It's hotter. Because it's Tater. He's the weather gremlin. Plus, he's on top of it all. Even Ryan Hall, y'all, ain't got shit on Tater. Tater knows the weather. It's his thing. His life depends on it, And so we continue talking about the heat, and they run the air conditioner, and then they have to shut it off at 11 o'clock because of it's the noise thing, whatever. But anyway, they got to shut that off, and then they got to open the windows, and it's too hot to sleep, and it's 100 degrees in the bus, and yada, 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 and oh my goodness, and all that, and, it's overcast, and there's not enough solar, and the mini splits don't work anyway, and they're getting a code, and yeah, you're relying on this AC unit, these mini splits, which I'm sure probably if they were in a house and they would probably work, they'd probably work pretty good. And if they were installed properly the first time, and again, in a house. But no, let's put it in a bus with the stiffest suspension on the planet, and then we'll just bounce this thing down the highway constantly and drag a trailer and do all kinds of stuff. And we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll complain. But again, it's got to be something. It's either with the installation, with the fact that it's in a rolling fucking earthquake, because you figure if you can keep a house, with a whole bunch of windows and everything else, and there's leaks in houses everywhere, and you can keep one cool. A little bowling alley has two of them, a mini split system, and it can't keep up. Even with the door in the middle, it can't keep the bedroom cold. Half of a bus, something's up for sure. So, hey, I guess taking all that roof space for your solar system and having that big thing pumping out heat inside there, and the batteries and all that. Yeah, he bragged about it, but he still is crying about the heat. And that's what the whole video was. It was all about the heat. But here's the thing I want to address real quick, and that is remember the story that we're supposed to believe. Okay, we were told this story, this narrative, and this is what we're supposed to go by. Okay, now they were on Route 66 and they were doing their thing, and Tater got hired to go to Sturgis, right? So they left Route 66. They went to Sturgis. We still didn't see him doing anything that would make me say, oh, Tater got paid for that. Didn't see any of that, but hey. But we're supposed to believe that they left Route 66, went to Sturgis, and then after Sturgis, after the rally was over, they left and they went back and they're going to Route 66 and they're starting all over, right? From where they left off, and they're going. So, he's complaining about the heat and not being able to finish Route 66. He's not sure. And he's saying all this stuff because we're supposed to believe that, again, the rally's over. He left, and they're picking up. And why they're there that far off of Route 66, where I don't know how they got there from there, and I'm lost. But anyway, but remember the story what we're told. So we're supposed to believe again that this is after Sturgis, and they're not sure if they can finish 66 because of the heat and this and that and the other thing. But where's the free tattoos at? Where are they at? If you look. And it might be me. I might be getting the timeline wrong here, but again, it was Route 66. We're taking it. Well, first we're bumping the videos ahead, but then when we get to the Sturgis videos, oh no, as soon as we're done here, we're going right back to where we left off. We're leaving here and we're driving back, and now they're in. Anyway, they're not on Route 66 in this video, so I don't know what the timeline is. But anyway, the way I'm looking at it, we're being led to believe this is after the rally. So where's their free tattoos? Neither one of them has their free tattoo on. Did it wash off? Was it so hot that it just sweat off? Is that what I mean, it was just so hot that it just, I don't know, slid off both of their arms. And I mean, I guess it's a good thing that they were free tattoos because they didn't even last a week. But I don't know. Is it just me? Am I getting the timeline wrong? Am I being confused? Is he confusing? Is this whole timeline meant to be confusing? Do you guys know what's going on? I don't know. Help me out in the comments below because I'm confused. Route 66, Sturgis, back to 66. Continue on. We know they went to Sean's at Modified Auto because Diana said that they were there, but they're in Idaho or Iowa or wherever the fuck they're at. I forget where he said they were at. But anyway, it's supposed to be after Sturgis, so where is their free tattoos? And I'm confused. Help me out. I don't know, but hey, it's the Tater and more shenanigans.
That's my opinion!
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.